Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. Y'all already know what that boy Q gonna do. Welcome to another episode of Hold Up in Another Thing, presented by Mixed Vibes Media Company. Y'all already know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? You just checked on the pod, so you already know who I am. I am the boy, Mr. Bell, better known as Captain Hater. And as you know, I bring guests with me. So, frequent guests, you know, basically brothers on the payroll once we get to the payroll stages. What up, Will?
What's going on?
Okay, Kyle, appreciate you doing the pod.
No problem, man. You know I'm always available.
Yeah, look, all you gotta do is kind of, hey, you feel like doing the pod? Brother, I'm like, yeah, just send me a topic. So I appreciate it. And then, special guests, you know, she returning guest, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Miss Alex? Out of Memphis.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, out of Mississippi. But, you know, shout out to Alex. She be executive producing podcasts. She'll, you know, giving me stuff to talk about and all that. So, I appreciate you doing the podcast, man.
You're welcome.
You know, you decided to be in front of the microphone again instead of behind it here lately. But, all right. So, I used to do current events more often on the pod, but I, you know, took a break from it for a while. Really got really heavy into relationship stuff and friendships. So I want to go back to current events for a little bit because something interesting caught my eye. Leah Thomas, transgender woman, competed this past weekend in Atlanta as a swimmer, and she won the 500 freestyle, came in 5th of the 200 freestyle and 8th in the 100 freestyle. So, you know, that caused an uproar in just different communities, in the sports community and the transgender community and the women's community or whatnot. So let's talk about it. So I'm going to start with you, Alex. Just your initial thoughts on transgenders competing against, you know, women.
Well, first of all, I want to say that, you know, I'm not judging any member of the LGBTQ community or anybody who classifies as non-binary.
That sounds like some shades gonna come.
You said what?
It sounds like some shades gonna come. When people start off like that, typically that means some shades about to come. But go ahead.
No, it's just, you know, just letting the people know. Okay, so my only concern for transgender individuals participating in sports would be the physical advantages. That's my only issue with it. I don't see anything else wrong with it per se, but I think that there are definitely physical advantages that kind of makes it unfair.
Like what other, you know, speak on those physical advantages. Do you think just because was born a male makes her stronger?
Wait, repeat that?
So you think because she was born a male, is that like one of the physical attributes that would maybe, you know, make her stronger, make her more powerful? What do you mean as far as physical attributes?
Okay, so there was actually a article in the New Yorker that was written a couple of months ago. And basically they said that men possess a stronger muscle mass, their hands are bigger, the legs are longer, things like that. So it's like if you put a male in a size woman's sport, that male may have stronger physical attributes that enhance their performance. When there's already competition as is, but you're coming in stronger, bigger, much more athletic, it's not fair at all. That's just my opinion on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, what you think about transgenders competing against women?
Oh man, this is one that's hard for me. All right, so here's the thing. I totally agree with everything that she said. She's 100%. Alex is 100% right. Is the physical disadvantage for women when they compete against men, especially, you know, if you take an average man and an average woman, yeah, you might have some issues where the woman could be stronger than the guy on the average. But you take two professionally trained athletes, the bodies develop differently. And that man, like with the muscle mass, is able to have more strength. So yeah, I understand that. But like, I'm just confused on like, what is really the answer here? Like, it's not fair. It won't be fair. So if we say, okay, just let them compete, make the young women get better, force them to get better and stronger by competing against these transgender individuals. Or like if we say they can't compete, but they have to compete with the dudes, if they're born dudes, you got to compete with the dudes. Well, they can't be in a locker room with them. It's an uncomfortable situation for them. They shouldn't be placed in something like that. They shouldn't, you wouldn't put a girl in that locker room. So what's different from a transgender girl? So, okay. So you can't put them in there with the guys. So what do you create, a third league? Like, do we have just a league for transgender athletes to compete? Is that the answer? Like, I'm just really confused with the whole thing, and I understand why everybody else is. So, for me, it's I'm gonna sit back and just watch them figure this one out.
So, my initial thoughts as far as transgenders competing against females is like when you said a third league, right? It was just my first thought was like, okay, simple solution, right? All right, create a third league. But that's not really a simple solution. The more I thought about it, because the NCAA, like swimming meets, a lot of these events are barely being financially available because these schools are struggling between pandemics and just other aspects of life. So that quickly took away my idea of a third league, right? So then it is, like you said, it's kind of hard to. What is the answer? It's kind of hard to say because you don't want to offend anybody by saying, okay, you was born a male, so compete against males. But
all right, so
it's just a hard win. It's a hard balance, man.
So the third league thing, to me, is it like for NCAA, it should not be a problem. Like, it really should not. Like, you've made so much money off the back of these athletes that you got enough to fund a third league. And if it's anything like the women's league was up until last year, then you're gonna do it crappy anyway and save all type of money. So, you pay for it. Like, I mean, honestly, like these athletic association, the NCAA has made tons, and these schools have made tons of money. They build pointless buildings. They have tons of donors. So pay for a third league. Oh, well.
True.
Education is too high anyway for you not to be able to foot the bill for a third league.
I hear you, and I agree with that, but I'm telling you, these schools is going to be like, nah, we ain't got the money, because a lot of these schools is just automatically going to say that, the football and the basketball programs are paying for the woman or the man's, let's just, because we're talking about swimming, all their traveling and all, their uniforms or whatever they got, they're going to say the football and the basketball's paying for it, and now that we don't have the money to pay for it. That's what these schools is going to say. And then he also going to bring up another fact of is how many transgender people is going to actually come out to join this other league.
Well, if they have no choice, you can't compete in the other one. You have no choice.
Go ahead, Alex.
So I don't know. I just feel like it's overly complicated because at what point do you classify as the other gender? Like, there are certain phases in, the transition. So I thought about a third league also, but it's like if you're just starting, you're not officially a male or you're not officially a female. So will they have to spend more funding on different tests and all that to try to decide, are you a female or are you a male at the time of your competition? I just feel like it's too complicated.
Well, actually now for swimming, they actually do a test. of how
Yeah,
high.
we're talking about hormones and stuff, like a test for that, right? Like,
Yeah, they do a test on your hormones and your damn it, I'm drawing a blank.
testosterone.
So, thank you. They do a test on that, and the NC compared to the NCAA compared to the Olympics standards, the NCAA's is higher, which meaning more people can compete as a woman compared to as were the Olympics. Testosterone's got to be much lower to be able to compete as a woman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's just too much because still at this point, what would the officials consider a male or female? Are you talking about my genitals? Because everybody doesn't get the reassignment surgery or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how does that affect all the other opponents in the competition?
All right, so to me, like, honestly, like, if you're a man competing as a woman, the fact that you have a penis doesn't matter. Like, you're still a man compete as a woman. You know, like I know it might matter as far as like your testosterone and all that good stuff, but like if that's not the case, if we're just talking about having a male anatomy, then that doesn't matter as much as like you still have more muscle mass, you still have bigger hands, you still have a higher vertical leap. Like these things are scientific. These aren't just off the somebody just thinking men jump higher. No, it's been proven. In most cases, of course, there's a rare incidents, but the rareness isn't what's in these sports. These are just regular, everyday young women and men.
Right.
Most definitely. Well, I want to let's actually describe to me. Like I said, her name's Leah Thomas. She goes to the University of Penn. Here's the thing: because I'm keep respecting and calling her she, was actually competing 2 years ago for Penn on the male swimming team and didn't even crack the top 500. 2 years later, now she's winning, like I said, the 500 freestyle. Now, my only thing is, like, she didn't win every event that she entered. And one event she didn't even place. But I want to go to what Boosie said. Because Lil Boosie always saying something crazy. Lil Boosie said, basically, that with this becoming, people's going to start to make this a trend. And they're going to start they're going to see that they little boys cannot compete as men. So they're going to try to, get over on the system.
Cut that shit out. There's no way I'm at
He said it's going to be a trend, and they're going to start competing as women. They're going to treat their little boys as dressing them up as women to compete. All right, we'll go ahead, bro. You didn't let me finish. Finish the lead, bro.
You don't have to finish that blasphemy. That's stupid. Like, that's just dumb. That's just dumb. Like, for real, bro. Like, honestly, so you telling me niggas gonna be like, oh, yeah, well, Lil Jaden, yeah, he didn't make the team on the males team next year. I'm gonna make him dress in the dress all year, and we gonna put him on the girls team. Because he identifies as Jada now. But only in basketball, because at home he's still Jaden and he talked to little girls. He just says he's a lesbian. No one's gonna I'm not doing that to my child. But I think most people with fucking common sense and a little bit of logic would be like, nah, I ain't doing that either. Like, that's stupid. Boosie, good idea, Thanks for putting it out there for the idiots who are willing to try it, just like the idiots who are willing to try those Boosie snacks. So, if that's the case, go ahead, go ahead and dress your little son up as a little girl. Put him out there and watch Sydney cross his ass over and send his little weak ass home because he wasn't ready.
Nah, I'm with Boosie though, for real. I mean, because we talk about like swimming. That's the area that we're in right now. But thinking about the other sports, basketball, football. I mean, are we really willing to open up the can of worms to that? Because then you're gonna have men playing girl basketball. Like it's just gonna be too much.
I heard on the
So
man.
the can run over. Like it's on and popping. Like the cans has been open. They've been mixing, but no one knows how to deal with it. Everyone wants to have kid gloves and be politically correct when dealing with this, because if you're not and you don't, then you're gonna get attacked, Very well could be the end of whatever career you've built for yourself. So it's a tricky situation. And until some people, I think we all just need to get together and figure this out, like together though, like that community, our community, come up with some rules, and then just become one community and just live together like normal. But that's with everything though.
You dismissed it automatically, and I'm not dismissing it. I really do think it's gonna be people out here.
I understand there will be some. We're gonna stick to swimming again.
I definitely believe in swimming.
I'm gonna go back to swimming. There will be some Seans who turn into Sarahs because, first of all, we ain't in the pool. I don't care if we were to the Olympics or not, nigga. We ain't getting it. No, sir. Plus, we got a whole bunch of team naturals, nigga. Shit, got the water. Like, you got me messed up, dude. So we ain't doing that. But I will say there will be some, but it won't be a lot. It won't, honestly. Like, I mean, come on, think about telling your 16-year-old son that now I want you to compete as a girl. Like, all your homeboys and everything gonna ridicule you. Like, I mean, come on, bro. Like, think about that. Like, convincing your child to do, because it will have to be a parent's thing, especially if the child wasn't transgender. Then it's a parent. Like, come on.
Bro, I honestly think it's gonna be more than you think, and I really think it's gonna be in those Olympic. They call them the Olympic sports. Your non-basketball, your non-footballs. It's gonna be a bunch of little boys out here that seen Leah Thomas, and they gonna be like, "Man, I can get a championship," and they gonna go for it because they want the opportunity. Bro, I'm telling you, it's gonna be more than you think in these Olympic sports.
So D-Wade, right? Throw a dress on her and put her on the court and tell her we going to the league.
Like I said, your basketball, your football's probably not, but in your track,
why not though?
Your swimming,
if I got a son and he's good, but you feel me, he ain't like he ain't being ranked in the tops and shit. But I know if I put him against some little girls, he'll kill. What's the difference?
That's cheating.
People cheat all the time. MVP.
Women's cheating. If it's still a sport. Any competition, if you get the leg up on me in any way, you cheated.
Nah, man. People cheat all day, every day. They find ways to get over. I'm telling you. I think the track and your fields, your swimming is going, like you said, it's going to be some Sams, go to some Samanthas. It's going to be some Kevin's going to Karen's. I'm telling you, it's cool.
I don't think nobody's going to use Karen. Maybe Kayla's and shit, but Karen's kind of been frowned upon by society. You really don't. Like, I seen grown bitches changing their name from Karen. Just call me Kay. Like, hold on.
They try to disassociate themselves. Okay.
Well, y'all, okay, so can you say something about like cheating? So even it's similar to a athlete using steroids to enhance their performance. Even if it's kind of the same way, because if you're saying, if I'm a man and I'm playing a female sport, I have more physical attributes that will help me win. That's the same as, in my opinion, using steroids for the same purpose. So if you're going to disqualify opponents for using steroids or pay a fine or whatever the consequence is, why is it fair for a transgender to compete and win in a size woman sport?
Only difference is they're gonna say a transgender is natural compared to steroids is a illegal substance.
Bullshit.
I got one thing. I got a question. This is on topic, but it isn't really answering her question. I guess it's just another question or statement. Could you imagine being the girl who beat her? I'd be like, fuck yeah, smash through it. Throw somebody at me. Throw them at me. Like, I'll be on my big shit talk. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. They could, like, line them up. Where Michael Phelps at? Like, you got...
Anybody where Michael Phelps at?
Anybody get this pool, I'm taking them down. Man or girl. Man or woman.
Oh, my gosh.
That was the first thing I thought of. Like, I would love to be able to beat her. Because you couldn't tell me shit for at least the rest of the summer.
I ain't gonna lie, but see, I thought you thought about the person that beat her. I'm thinking it's the person that lost to her.
I ain't lose.
I'm saying. So it was a young lady. She went to Virginia Tech. Her name was Rika. I don't even try to pronounce her last name, but it's still
don't butcher.
GyoRgy. Gyorgy. I don't even like. I don't know.
Much respect. You know who she is. Much respect.
Yeah. But she felt like the last spot got taken from her because she didn't get the chance to. So if you finish top 8, you are All-American. And if you finish 9th through 16, you All-American honor roll. Well, she finished 17th. So she felt like Leah took her spot. She felt like she could have been All-American honor roll. And she like, yo, this is my last event. And you took my spot. You took my name going down in the record books.
Right.
If I'm her, I feel away. But she don't feel away towards Leah. She feels away towards the NCAA. Because a lot of the swimmers are saying, hey, my beef ain't with Leah because she just following the rules. Nah, they say she following the rules. This is the rules.
Yeah, okay, but if she wasn't following the rules, then I wouldn't have no problem. My beef is with her. Like, you know, it's with the governing body. Okay,
that's what they're saying. Yeah, they're saying it's with the governing body.
Yeah, but if you got beef with somebody, but they're following the law, you don't feel like you're beefing with the law. You still feel like you're beefing with that person. Right? You know, if like you and your neighbor having a dispute over where the fence goes, okay, you had a book say this, but your family says it's been your land forever. So now you feel like you're beefing with that person not as much as you're beefing with the government. So I'm beefing with her. Not really the issue. If you wasn't here, I wouldn't have no issue. Yeah, the NCAA allowed you to be here, but still you here. So I got an issue with you.
I get your point. I would be beefing with her. I don't think a lot of these young ladies, they all took the high road. It was beefing with the NCAA.
Yeah,
I personally would have been beefing with her. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, my smoke is with you because you took my spot, my G.
Straight up, I'm atting you on Twitter, nigga.
Look, now I'm at you on my Instagram story. What you mean?
Yeah,
you know the beef is with
nigga. Yeah, you get it, nigga. And I'm unfollowing you. I'm gonna follow you and unfollow you.
That's a whole nother level of petty. Like, I wasn't following you before, but as soon as I see you accepted my follow request, I'm gonna unfollow so you can see it. So you know the beef is real.
Yeah, screenshot. Put that in my story, nigga. It's petty.
All right, look, man, real quick before we get out of here, Kanye is in the news like every day. He does something every day. At this point, I don't know. Like today, was it 2 days ago? Whenever he got out, he was supposed to perform at the Grammys. Now he's not performing at the Grammys.
Yeah, I see that drop thing. I'm so sad for Kanye, man. And when his mama passed away, that really messed him up. And then he got into all the situations with the Kardashians. But I think it's kind of funny with the whole Pete Davidson thing, man. You know, first of all, if my woman, I was going to say another word that commonly said in my community, but if my woman decided to, well, my ex-woman, because she ain't even a woman no more. If my ex-woman decided to go with this guy, I'm be like, all right, cool, bro. I'm just gonna move on against Pete Davidson, bro. I don't feel like I'm losing. I feel like I'm winning, bro. I feel like you downgraded. Like, I feel like if the girl moves on to a dude you feel like is lesser than you, then why would you feel any type of way? She downgraded, bro. Just keep it moving.
Now, Kanye is weird and obsessed with her, for real.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. Because ain't no way. Why you go and get a girl that look just like her? That I don't know. That's just weird. She needs help.
Kim wouldn't got a dude who looked just like a white monkey. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but y'all look like Kanye.
What the fuck? This nigga. Like, they talking about we monkeys. This nigga. What is this nigga? If I'm a monkey, this nigga a monkey. I see this nigga swinging from the same damn tree. Look at this monkey looking nigga. I'm just saying. He on Saturday Night Live and shit. But hey, my dude, I can't even hate him though because he, gets what he gets. He does what he do. So he out there enjoying life, and the girls like him. And if I was Kanye, I wouldn't feel like I lost that one though. I would just be like, yeah. But I wouldn't go get a girl that looked like her either though. That is kind of weird. Like
that's beyond weird. But like you said, Pete don't miss. But Kanye getting a woman that looked like him twice. This is the second one that kind of resembles Kim. This one really is like a damn near her twin. But the first one had, similarities to Kim too. That's a dangerous mindset.
That may be saying something about women too, though. In general, like, and I hate to say it because I've seen it over in the last few years. Take a look on Instagram, and you see a lot of women look alike. Like how you bitches look alike? Like,
no.
Man, go on, I tell you, it ain't the black women though. I'm gonna keep it all the way gangsta. It ain't the sisters as much as like all these bitches looking. What's killed the race? Armenian. All these bitches looking like that, bro. They all look alike. I swear I see 6 girls. I thought all of them was the same girl. They don't even know each other. They was from different parts of the world, and I was like, damn, I thought all 6 of y'all was the same girl. So it might not be Kanye. It might be the surgeon.
I was gonna say a lot of them is doing things to try to look like him in the Kardashians and all that. That's where I really feel like they was trying to look like Beyonce. I don't know that for a fact, but I really feel like they was trying to look like Beyonce or Halle Berry.
What?
I think the Kardashians
was probably going for the Beyonce type vibe. Maybe not as much. I don't see the Hollies, but I see Beyonce. Yeah, but I don't see them going. Yeah. But you can't be.
Y'all know something though? All the women y'all talking about light skin. Black women, dark skinned women, I don't think we have that problem.
Well, they don't have the problem looking like facial wise, but these surgeries starting to turn all their bottoms into the same one.
That's what I say. True.
They're just walking around like it's bio butt season. Damn, where do you get your butt at? Dollar General.
Yeah.
Dollar General.
Don't get it twisted now. They ain't walking around looking like each other in the face. And their hair too,
It's
their
not
hair. Some of them getting the same wigs from the same vendors and they're looking like sisters.
Look, we can't help that the wigs be looking the same.
Some of
that a little bit. You got to do something.
Some of the wigs though shouldn't be distributed. If you know what I'm saying, like they're looking too much like carpet. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna give them credit where it's due, man. The wig game has gotten a million times better since when I was a kid, man. And the women used to walk around with those wigs. There wasn't no laces or nothing. It was just
plop this on top of your head type shit.
Just slap it all. They had like a little bobby pin in there. You just clip it. It was like, oh.
Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna give it to the young girls. They got lucky because the wig game is a lot better. But they got them looking like by the head.
Nah, bro, it got better. It got more advanced. But as even with more advances and stuff, comes more knockoffs. Like, yo, really, some of these chicks is spending $10 on wigs. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Sure, you know me. I be hustling, man. I had them wigs in straight from China at one point, and hey, mine didn't go for anything under $250 though.
Man, I know, man.
Mine was the good hair though. I had the good hair, man. I had that good shit, man. 100%.
Why is China making wigs?
They got whole camps over there. Dog, for real, the wig game's fucked up, man. These girls don't realize what they put on their head. Some of these girls is getting hair from enslaved hair camps, basically. So, you gotta be cautious. Like the blood diamonds, this just got blood wigs. That's a new thing. Put them in that blood wigs. Make sure you put that blood clot sound on it. Blood clot. Like the Jamaicans make it.
I'm not doing that. I'm just not.
I'm glad I ain't got no wig on tonight.
You did ask, okay. You know, just wash it, pray over it, and maybe those girls will get free.
Hey, pray over it, bro.
But for real, hey, dude, read it. Hey, I'll tell you the whole story on it, man. You know, because like I said, I was getting the men straight from China, so I had to make sure the people I was getting from was coming from the right area, because some ways coming from some areas was getting stopped at customs, and you couldn't get them. So I had to make sure mine wasn't coming from that area. But the wigs coming from that area where you was getting stopped at customs, they was enslaving them little girls or them women and chopping their hair off and making them 5x5s and 13x4s.
Not you knowing the measurement. Oh my goodness.
I was banging. You think I'm playing? I ain't playing, girl.
He got her hustling, man, with the wig
I
game.
was banging, man. I'm telling you. I had them all, man. No tangle, no smell. Nigga, what you need? What you need? Get at me. I still got a few plugs if anybody needs them. I got a whole drawer full of wig caps over here. Don't nobody in my house wear wigs. They always send you extra wig caps and shit.
This man got. Look, on that note, man, we just gonna go ahead and wrap this.
I love you, man.
This brother got wig caps in the drawers. Hey, man.
Hey, you might need them, man. They can get them. They light brown, though, so chocolate sisters, I'm sorry.
This is why.
Hey, you do a little makeup, though. Put a little makeup on there. Put a little makeup on there. You be all right.
Hey, well, man, I appreciate you doing the pod, man.
No doubt, man. No doubt. You know, I got you, man. Anytime.
Hey, Miss Alex, I appreciate you doing the pod.
Welcome.
It was crazy. That's all I'm just gonna say. Hey, man, y'all already know the vibes. You know what time it is. Hold up in another thing presented by Mixed Vibes Media. We're gonna catch y'all next time.
Yeah.